Hey guys, so I have to make this. I have to, and this is my second time trying to make it, because I made it yesterday, and I made a really stupid mistake. If you know, you know. I don't know if a lot of people saw it anyways, but long story short, I'm not really good with historical stuff, and I need to make a habit of stop trying to force putting information into my decodes that I don't really know too much about. It's just sometimes I'll hear something that fits in perfectly with what I've found, and then I get tempted to include it, but that's my fault, so I'm just putting it out there. Anyways, let's just get into this. This is gonna be about just the craziness right now, my connection to the Olympics and how it has to do with the death of my dad. So that's what I've been focusing on with my channel recently. This crazy the crazy synchronicities that all the world events have been having to the death of my dad. He died of lung cancer. He just smoked cigarettes at the age of 40. So keep those little details in mind. And I'm just gonna show you how it's connected to the Olympics. Straight up, I have it all written down. It's gonna start back in the end of May, which was the death of Charlie Collin, and he was the founding member of the band Train, and they were known for the song Drops of Jupiter. So keep that in mind. And he died at age 58. That's super important. 58. Founder of the band Train, Drops of Jupiter. Keep that all in mind. So in gematria, the word father equals 58. And these are some details that caught my attention, because I was gonna be taking the train to San Diego 3 days after he died. So I was gonna take it on May 25th, and I was gonna be taking it to San Diego. They're known for the team, the San Diego Padres, and I always thought it was really interesting how there's that connection with the Padres, and then me and my dad in San Diego. Those are my initials, the S and the D. My name is Sean Desad. So I think it was the last time before this time, but regardless, I went to San Diego to the friends that I was gonna go visit this time were the ones that I watched Super Bowl 58 with in San Diego. And remember, father equals 58. Charlie Collin died at age 58. And it was just weird. I've never taken the train. This is gonna be the first time that I took the train to San Diego. I usually drive. Me and my friend, we usually drive. So this was we had decided to take the train, and then I started putting all this together, and I was tripping. But so again, it was the 58th Super Bowl, and it was the 104th NFL season. That's freaking crazy, because going back to everything with father equals 58 and 104. And just to add on to that, there was a huge theme with father-son that didn't seem like a lot of people caught on to. I didn't catch on to it at the time, but the stadium where it was being played was the Death Star. And I thank you, Casey, for bringing this up, because like I said, I wasn't even paying attention to this, but it was the Death Star, in Star Wars. Think about the famous line, "Luke, I am your father." Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker. So they happen to be playing at the Death Star, 104th NFL season, Super Bowl 58, father equals 104 and 58. And then, yeah, that's where I was gonna go visit this weekend, shortly after the founding member of Train died at age 58. So those things, made me start to feel like a little weird. And I even, I have receipts. I have receipts of this. I was messaging Casey and Cody. And it's funny because in that group, my friend group, there's a Casey and a Cody, but regardless of that, I texted Casey and Cody, and I was like telling them about these things that I was noticing, and I was like, yo, it's weird, like I'm gonna be taking the train. I'd never take the train here. Is like the first time. If anything happens, please show people this, because I actually thought something could happen. Like I really thought something could possibly happen. Like a train crash or something. So yeah, I asked them to do that, and just a few more details about that trip, which was so surreal. So the reason we were going was for my friend's birthday, and he is about to be a father. His girlfriend is pregnant. He's gonna be a father any day now, so they were already pregnant. And another thing is that so it was just our friends partying. It wasn't like there wasn't family members or anything, just friends. But his dad happens to be pretty close with his friends, so his dad was the only parent at the party. So his dad was there. So his dad was there. He was about to be a dad. We're going to San Diego. San Diego Padres father. It's just it's so crazy. Okay, so bringing in the Jupiter thing, because hopefully you guys are aware. If you're not, the Jupiter glyph, just please look it up. There's different ways you could look at it, but in this instance, it's for sure connected to the number 21. 2-1. So it's if you look at it, it's a 2 and a 1, just put together in one symbol. So you just you gotta go look at it if you're not aware. But so I was thinking about my 21st, the span from my 21st birthday to this day, May 25th, which was the day I was gonna be leaving. And that happened to be 606 weeks and 6 days after my 21st birthday. So there's just a lot of things that I was thinking about. I was like, dude, this is... I wasn't gonna... it probably would have been smart for me to be okay, no, let's cancel this train ride. Let's just drive normally. But anyways, we went along with it, and I just felt like if it was meant to be, it was meant to be. But I ended up, getting there in one piece. It was all good. But what did happen while I was there, which was really crazy, was the day that I was leaving San Diego to come back home. That was May 27th, the 2 days later. And on that day, Bill Walton died. The legend from the Celtics, Bill Walton. And he died in San Diego, where I was, of cancer. Like how I said that my dad died of cancer. So it was and Cody's the one who pointed that out to me. I was just I wasn't paying attention to the news or anything because I was with my friends. And then I put this together recently because I was watching Rambo and My Friend Ball Don't Lie. I knew this, that Bill Walton, he was the father of Luke Walton, the one who was on the Lakers, who coached the Lakers. But Luke, I am your father. Luke, I am your father. Star Wars. And I already forgot to mention, I was trying not to forget this, but this part was so important. The day that I was gonna leave to go to San Diego, 5/25, was 104 days after the Super Bowl. After Super Bowl 58, the 104th season of the NFL. So it was 104 days later. And then, so I was mentioning that stuff to Casey and Cody before I left, and then Bill Walton, the father of Luke Walton, Luke, I Am Your Father, dies in San Diego of cancer. Like, my dad died of cancer. Now check this. So he had the documentary called Luckiest Guy in the World. You know, that they were calling him the luckiest guy in the world. And you know, when you look at the Wheel of Fortune tarot card, and this is something that Casey brought up to me too, because June 7th, they announced that June 7th was going to be the last episode of Wheel of Fortune, or Pat Sajak's. So the Wheel of Fortune tarot card is ruled by Jupiter. So like when you really put that together, that is insane. That, like, we were pointing these things out, and then Bill Walton dies 2 days after my I'm still in San Diego, but 2 days after I left to go there. Like, that's freaking crazy to me. That's insane. That's freaking insane. I don't know if you guys like realize that. And how I mentioned the 21. So, you guys, I have to show you this. Oh, it's probably, I don't know if it's gonna be backwards. Oh, crap. Okay. Damn it, it's gonna be, I had to write it out. I think it's gonna be backwards, dang it. So, okay, this is what I'm showing you. I don't know if it's gonna be backwards or not. But, so again, the Jupiter, this is the Jupiter symbol, but it's backwards. Alright, so it's like 21. Alright, so in Greek, so Zeus is the equivalent of Jupiter, the Greek equivalent. Jupiter is Roman, Zeus is Greek, and Zeus in Greek isosophy equals 612. You can look it up. Just, it's true. Now get this, from my freaking 21st birthday to the day that Bill Walton died, that was exactly 6,120,000 minutes. So it's like 6,120,000 minutes. 6,120,000 minutes. I swear, you can look it up. Type in October 7th. Well, you have to go to the day, not Gematria Nader. You have to go to the days between the other one to look at the time. October 7th, 2012, my 21st birthday. Like, Jupiter's the 21, to the day Bill Walton died, was 6,120,000 minutes exactly. It's insane. It's freaking insane. Yeah, look it up. Okay, so on the day, this is crazy. I'm telling you, this is insane. So on the day that Bill Walton died, the Celtics, they swept the Pacers. So 4-0. Like, remember, my dad died at age 40. And the last shot of that game, of that series, the last shot, it didn't go in, but it was the last shot that was shot. Drew Holiday, number 4, passed it to Jason Tatum, number 0, 4-0. Yeah, I'm an Illuminati, whatever. 4-0. And he shot it, he missed, but that was the last shot of the series, of the game of the series. And then they swept 4-0. And this is the same day Bill Walton died of cancer. And this is something I thought about too, which, you know, this is even more technical. This is like how technical I've been getting, and I don't know if people like it, and it's fine. But Drew, when you think of Drew, all the spellings of Drew most likely starts with a D. But Drew Holiday, he spells it with a J. J is the 10th letter, and D is the 4th letter, so you have that 10-4 relationship again, 104, father equals 104. And again, like, this all had to do with Super Bowl, the 104th season of the NFL. And 10 times 4 is 40, so it's like insane. Now, just talking about some astrology real quick regarding the 104. So the 104th degree of the ecliptic that's like the middle of Cancer. I guess technically like the 105th. It's like the middle degree of Cancer, because Cancer is from 90 degrees to 120. So 104, 105 is like right there in the middle, and that is Jupiter's exaltation location at the 104 degree where Sirius is. So that's absolutely insane. That's absolutely insane. And also when you think about the Masonic arch, the Cancer is the capstone, right? The 6 and 9, the middle of the Masonic arch, and in Gematria, Masonic arch equals 104 too. So it's like, I mean, that solves that for sure, but that's all. And I hate to be that guy. I hate to be that guy. Like, I hate when people are like I'm the only one who found this, but I didn't hear about this stuff anywhere. Like, that's why I'm just surprised, because it's like, it just seems so on the nose, like so perfect. But that's why I'm sharing it, because it's like, you know, it's not because I want like credit or anything like that. I don't care about being like the best decoder. Okay, I just need to share this crazy stuff, you know. Also, Bill Walton, he died at age 71. Zeus, like I said, is Jupiter. Zeus equals 71 in ordinal. And I have more things to say about my freaking job. So I started, okay, I'll try to say it real fast. I started a new job the next week after that. I went to San Diego, and that was the anniversary of the Revelation 12 sign. And so it's a French company. It's a French company. So, you know, you could probably see where I'm going with that, with the Olympics. It's a French company. They're called Air Liquide, which is French for liquid air. Liquid air. And the product is used to help power electrical plants. So keep that in mind. Maybe you guys see where I'm going with that too. But the address is on Carnegie Street, like Carnegie Steel. Get it? Trains, like. All right, I gotta move faster. Now moving on to the Olympics. Okay, so Olympics, the logo is the Jupiter glyph. Like, everyone can see it, everyone knows. Or I don't know if it like officially still is, but it's the 20. It's totally the Jupiter glyph. It's the 21, 24, however you want to see it, but it is. 33rd edition of the. It's a 33rd edition. Okay, so like Jesus, who died at age 33, and the Bible says, by his stripes we are healed, and Jupiter is the striped planet. Like, that's fully like on point right there. There's no reaching there, no reaching. And now think about going back to Charlie Collin, the drops of Jupiter, CC 333. You know, that's perfect. Also think about how Jesus is the Son of God. He's the Son of God, Father Son stuff again, and he died on 4/3/33. That's the date, that recorded date of his death. And Jupiter has a rotational period of 4,333 Earth days to make an orbit around the Sun. 4,333, like 4/3/33, the date that Jesus was crucified, that he died, and then rose again 3 days later. So the first day, the Olympics started with a freaking railway attack. After everything I just mentioned, with all that stuff with Jupiter and the train, and my train ride, Drops of Jupiter, the band Train, like that. The first day was a railway attack. And now talking about how the symbolism with my dad. Like I said, he smoked cigarettes and got lung cancer, and then they got Snoop Dogg to pass the torch. Like that is obviously a smoking reference, which, like, I don't know, that seemed to go over most people's heads, but like that was so obvious to me. But he was more known for smoking weed, so obviously different, but still, it's like, and when you look at, like, that's the lit up, just the lighting of the torch, that in itself is just so symbolic to cigarettes. Like with my dad, like that is the biggest symbol of the Olympics, like the lighting of the torch. You know, and even when you look at it, you look at a picture, it's so obvious it's a cigarette, just like a cigarette. It's like perfect. And he has an album called Dogfather, Dogfather. And he was born in 71, like Zeus equals 71, like Charlie Collin, or Charlie Collin I think might equal 71 too, but Bill Walton died at age 71. So again, now, and then the next day it rained. It was like raining like crazy. Watch Cody's video. So go watch Cody's videos that he made recently on the Olympics, and then rain with Uranus. They're so freaking spot on. But I mean, what I have to say about it is, think about what I mentioned with the drops of Jupiter, how Jupiter is so connected to these Olympics. Drops of Jupiter, like raindrops, and when I'll have to show you guys a logo for my company. It's just it's a drop, like a raindrop, like a liquid drop. It's hilarious. But and then he was connecting it to Prince, like Purple Rain, and like the numerical connections he made are crazy. I can't get too much into them right now, but yeah, Purple Rain. So that was the next day, and that happened to be the 40th anniversary of the release of Purple Rain, like how my dad died at age 40, remember? And it was the 40th anniversary of Purple Rain. And think about the connection, like the Prince is a son reference, like the son of the king, and Jesus was the Prince of Peace. Like it's it's crazy. Let's see. And he was born in 58. Prince was born in 58. Like father equals 58. Like Charlie Collin died at age 58. Like how I was connecting everything to Super Bowl 58. It's also interesting too. Olympics equals 40 and 104. Like how father equals 104. My dad died at age 40. Like when you type in Olympics in gematria, it equals 40 and 104. You can just look that up. And then the power outage, that hit kind of hard too, personally, because I mean it's a really sad story, but I mean it happened. So the night my dad died, he was on hospice at our house, and we called the paramedics to pick him up because our power went out at our house, and that was the last time that he was at our house. But the power went out, and then the power outage was a huge thing at the Olympics, you know. And now think about what I mentioned about my job. Liquid, air, and that is used to run the electrical plants. And then the hot air balloon thing, there's like that hot air balloon thing I didn't even look too much into, but air, liquid, rain, the power outage, the electrical plants, like my company's product is used to run, like and again, they're a French company. The headquarters are in France. Like it's on Carnegie Street. It's Carnegie still. I think that's all. Yeah. Also, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff with my dad and Saturn. I already posted that, like Father Time. He was a Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. But Jupiter is the son of Saturn, so that's really interesting. I think that's it. But yeah. pretty much, I think I got it all. Okay, yeah. Well, thank you guys for paying attention. Like, I'm just letting you guys know right now, like, my life is not normal right now. This is paranormal. This is paranormal. Everything I said was true. And this is all, like, if none of that, like, if you don't think any of that is, like, significant or anything, then, like, you just don't understand. Like, that, everything I shared is freaking crazy. Not just to me, not just objectively crazy, you know. And that, like, my own connections, like, helped me to point out a lot of things about, like, the Super Bowl and the Olympics and stuff that not that many people focused on, you know, like all the father stuff. That father stuff is crazy. I guarantee you, just focus on the number 40 and you're gonna be seeing it everywhere. Watch. But thank you for watching. Yeah.